Alright, I'm back here with another video on Scavenger's Bounty. Today we're going to be looking at penny rolls again, looking at batches of 10 rolls from 5 different banks. We're going to be looking for things like wheat cents from 1958 to 1909, as well as the 2009 special bicentennial Lincoln pennies. I already know that we have one find in this batch of rolls. There's a 2009 penny in there, but we're gonna see what else we can find in these 5 different batches of rolls. Okay, here's our first roll. Let's see if we can get lucky. Okay, and we did get lucky. Here's a 2009 Lincoln penny. That one's the Professional Life design. It's the 3rd out of 4 in the series, and that is from the Denver Mint. We'll put that off to the side. See if there's anything. Okay, that's gonna do it for this one. We're gonna open up another roll and I'll check back in with you when I find something. Okay, we found the same one as in the previous roll. This one from the Denver Mint as well. Put that off to the side. So we're 2 for 2 so far on these rolls. That's pretty good. Let's see if we can find anything else. That's it for this roll. Okay, early on in this roll, we have yet another one of these Professional Life 2009 cents. Another Denver. Maybe we'll get lucky and find 2 different finds in the single roll. Let's see. This one looked older, but that's just going to be a 1964. An older penny, but not a wheat cent, not quite. Okay, here we have another 2009 penny, but this one with the formative years design. And another Denver. Mostly you see Denvers here in Idaho. That's a good find. Let's see if there's anything else in this roll. Haven't got a roll with 2 finds in it yet. That would be exciting. No, that's going to do it for this one. All right, finally we've got a wheat cent coming out. And the reverse on this one's pretty interesting. That looks like a scratch on there. That's some very interesting damage on it. I'm gonna finish going through this roll, and when I'm finished, we're gonna check out the date on that. Okay, so that's gonna be the only find for this roll, but let's see what the date is. I'm gonna guess, you know, maybe even in the 30s. You'd be pretty lucky to get one in the 30s, but this one does look pretty old. So not quite, 1940s. So, because it's an older one, I'll put the mintage figures up on the screen. The 1940s tend to be more common, but we'll see what this one looks like. All right, so we're working through the rolls of bank number 2 right now, but I wanted to make sure that I showed you everything that we got out of bank number 1. So we ended up with 4 different 2009 pennies, as well as one 1940s penny. And I also found this Canadian cent in there, but it's a fairly common Canadian cent, so I'm not really counting it as a find. So that would be 5 out of 10 rolls, so that's about 1 every 2 rolls. So I'd say that's a pretty good haul. All right, here's the final roll for bank number 2. So far, we've only found that Professional Life 2009 penny, but we never know what we're gonna find, so we'll see. And just like that, we get a wheat cent. So that kind of saves this batch of rolls, or yeah, this batch of rolls. Let's see if we had anything else in here, and then we will take a look at the year on that. Oh, well, that's interesting. República de Panama. Oops. Huh. See if we'll focus here. Would you take a look at that? 2017 from Panama. Well, that's probably the last thing I expected to come out of this batch of rolls. I do have actually one other penny that came from Panama, but I believe I found that one in St. George. So yeah, not a common occurrence in Idaho, but that's really cool. All right, between that and the wheat cent, that definitely saves this roll, but let's see if there's anything else interesting in here. So yeah, like I said, you never know what'll come out of here. It could be a wheat cent, could be an 09, and it could be a penny from Panama. If you know who is pictured here on the front of the penny, you can let me know down in the comments, but that is very interesting. Now moving on to the wheat cent. This looks like it'll be sometime in the 1950s, just based on the condition and the color, but let's take a look at that date. Yeah, so 1957D, that's going to be one of the more common wheat cents, but I'll still put the mintage figure up on the screen. And that is going to do it for bank number 2. So these are going to be our 3 finds. I don't imagine this is a particularly rare cent from Panama, especially considering it's from 2017, but just because of how uncommon it is to find something like that in Idaho, I'm going to count it as a find. So that's going to give us 3 finds from there. Okay, before we move on to bank number 3, I wanted to show you my one other cent from Panama, or I guess I can't call it a cent, it's a centesimo. With that and this one, that makes 2. And this one, I don't know if I mentioned it or not, is from the year 2001, so a little bit older. Okay, here we've got roll number 2 from bank number 3. Seeing mostly zinc pennies here, but there are some coppers mixed in there, as you can see. And on the last flip, we do have a find. That's going to be another one of our 2009D pennies and the professional years design. Okay, here's roll number 6 for bank 3, and already we have something interesting coming out at the end there. That's a dime. So who says you can't make money doing this? I just made 9 cents. I would prefer to find a wheat cent or an 09. But I don't see anything coming out so far. Yeah, so the only interesting find there is just a 2022 dime. Nothing particularly crazy, but at least we got some extra money. Here's roll number 9 from Bank 2. That's some interesting damage on there. Just some corrosion. So far, the only thing we found from this bank is that 2009 penny, but you never know what'll come out, so we're gonna keep looking. There we go. Well, that's what happens when you have patience. It pays off. That isn't going to be another 2009 Lincoln penny, celebrating, as you can see there, 1809, the year of President Lincoln's birth. So we're going to put that off to the side with our other 2009 from this bank, and we're going to keep going. All right, that's all for now. Okay, here's the final roll from bank number 3. I seriously doubt that it'll surpass the final roll from bank number 2, but let's see what it has. There we go. That's going to be one fine, another formative years 2009 penny, and yet another Denver. So put that off to the side as well. If we can just get the presidency design out of this roll, we'll have all 4 designs out of a single batch. It looks like that is, oh, not quite. So one more 2009 penny. So there we go. Another 2 fines in that last roll. That's going to leave us with 4 fines from these 10 rolls, 3 of which came out of the last 2 rolls, so had us on the knife's edge for a while there. And now we're going to take a look at the final 2 banks and see what we can find. All right, now we have bank number 3. I'm going to leave those 2 customer wrapped rolls in the middle for last because I already know that we have 1 find in there. Let's get into this first roll. Seeing a few copper pennies in here, so that might lead to some good things. And there we go. Getting some luck here. A wheat cent coming out of this first roll. Let's make sure that we don't have anything else to look at. No, that's going to be all. So this is a very worn down wheat cent. So we may have something a little older here, but I'm just going to guess it's going to be something in the 40s, but let's check. Oh no, not quite. 1957, so that's going to be one of the newer ones. 1958 was the last year that they did the wheat cents, but a wheatie is a wheatie, so we'll put that off to the side. And we will keep looking through these rolls. Hopefully getting a wheat cent out of the first roll will give us some good momentum to go through the rest of these. Okay, here's roll number 2 from bank 4. Got 1 wheat cent already, so finding some interesting stuff here. There we go. Another wheat cent coming out in roll number 2. 2 for 2 on the wheat cents. That's very good. Let's check the rest of the rolls real quick. Okay, that's all. So this wheat cent looking in better condition than the last one, but I would guess that this one is also from the 1950s. Not wrong again. That is going to be a 1940. So I will put up the mintage figure for this and for the previous penny actually. Let's take a closer look at it and see what the mint mark is. So that is another 1957D. So we already have the mintage figures for that one, and I will put those up on the screen as well as this one. Okay, we're checking out roll number 3 from bank 4. we're already 2 for 2 for those wheat cents, so if this roll wants to outdo those other two, they can give us a 1930s wheat cent. That would be pretty sick. But yeah, thus far through 2 rolls at least, this bank is probably our best one yet. But let's see if it will continue to deliver. Okay, nothing in this one, but let's see what we can find in the rest of the rolls. All right, here we got roll number 5 from Bank 3. Let's check it out. There we go, there's another find. That is the Birth and Early Childhood 2009 penny. And let's see, this one does not appear to have a mint mark on it. So that may mean that it is a Philadelphia coin. I'll have to check online and see if it's supposed to have a mint mark, because I do not see one on there. So yes, I have just learned that because this one has no mint mark, that means that this is from the Philadelphia Mint. So we don't see a ton of those, so that's why I did not know about that, but you learn something every day. And we're going to continue on with the last 4 rolls from bank number 4. I accidentally said 4 rolls. There are actually 5 rolls left, including this one. Let's see what it has in it. There's another find, another 2009. This one's a Denver, and that is the Formative Years design. So we'll put that back with some of the other finds. That's what it's looking like so far. Let's see what else we have in this roll. Okay, that's gonna do it. And let's check out the next 4, that is. Okay, here's roll number 8 from Bank 4. We've had some good finds so far from this bank, so I'm excited to see what's in here, and I'm especially excited about these 2 customer rolls because I already know that there's one find in there at least. And here's another find out of these rolls. Has another Birth and Early Childhood roll from the Denver Mint. Put that to the side. And that is actually gonna, with that, that's gonna eclipse our finds from bank number 1, because now we already have 5 finds here and then 1 known in those rolls. But let's take a look at the rest of these coins. All right, this here is the customer wrapped roll that does not have the guaranteed find in it, so we'll see if this has anything interesting. Okay, so you know what? Opening up this last roll from Bank 4, I realized that I have actually been hyping up the wrong roll this whole time. The guaranteed find is this 2009 penny right here from bank number 5. So let's take a look at what actually is in this roll. Okay, so unfortunately nothing actually coming out of either of those customer wrapped rolls. That's gonna leave us with 5 finds coming out of here. I still would put it over what we have from bank 1 because we do have 2 wheat cents coming out of bank number 4. So that was pretty epic. But other than that, a solid batch of rolls. And then bank 5 is what I really was excited over. All right, so since we already know what we have here, we're just gonna put that to the side now and take a look at the rest of the coins from roll number 1, bank 5. This is gonna be our last bank for this hunt. While I'm looking through these coins, make sure to go down and like, share, and subscribe. And comment what other kinds of coin roll hunts you want me to do on this channel. Okay, that's going to be all for this roll, so we will move on. This is the third roll from this bank, and it is the last one of the machine wrapped rolls, but we've already got a fine coming out here. Another one of these 09s. And that's going to make 2 fines so far from this bank. We'll see what else it has in it. I wanted to take care of the machine wrapped rolls first because the customer wrapped rolls can be a little more of a wild card. Okay, and there we have a wheat cent coming out. Looking good. And maybe another wheat cent there. Let's check. Nope, just a memorial. That's okay. Nothing else in that roll. So this one came out with 2 fines. That's pretty epic. And let's see the year on this. I'm going to guess 1950s. Yep, finally I was right. This is a 1950S. So I'll make sure to give you the vintage figures for that one up on the screen. All right, here is the final roll of the hunt. See if we can find anything here. But while I'm doing that, I just wanted to thank you all for watching. I really appreciate you supporting the channel in that way. If you want to support the channel in other ways, you can make sure to like and subscribe, comment and share as well. And as we come to the end of this roll, and that's going to be it. So now to give you a little recap of what we've had today. From bank number 1, we had 4 2009 pennies and 1 1940. From bank number 2, we had a wheat cent, a cent from Panama, and 1 2009 penny. From bank number 3, we had 4 fines. That's going to be all 4 2009 pennies, but from a couple different designs. Then in bank 4, this one looks like it's going to be our best bank of the day. We got 1, 2, 3 2009 pennies, and then 2 wheat cents as well. And then finally, we got 2 2009 pennies and 1 wheat cent from bank number 5. So that's going to do it. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.